students, welcome to today's maths class. Today you have test paper based on chapter 3. So now we are going to discuss about some questions from that chapter. Understand? So I think that all of you studied that chapter. Yes. So from the chapter first portion, that is what is the difference between the factor and the multiples. From that some fill in the blanks questions also there. You know about that one. Clear? Yes. So first one. 1 is a factor of every number. Then every number is a factor of itself. Understand? Two important points are there. That is, 1 is the factor of every number and every number is a factor of itself. Then the next third point. Every factor of a number is an exact divisor of that number. Clear? Yes. Next, every factor is less than or equal to that given number. So these are the important points based on factor. Then multiples, you know how we can find multiples means we can multiply using the natural numbers. Clear? Yes. So every multiple of a number is greater than or equal to that given number. Then number of multiples are infinite, but number of factors are finite. This is the main difference. Clear? Then every number is a multiple of itself also. Understand? So how we can find out the factors of a given number? So one example, factors of 27. Say the factors of 27. Yes, 1 is the factor of every number 1. Then the multiplication table 27, 3 into 9. So 3 and 9. Then that number also a factor, that is 27. So these are the factors of 27. Then another number. Then 48. Say the factors. 1, 2. Then 4 plus 8 equal 12. 12 is the multiple of 3. Then 4. Next 6. Then 8. Next then 12. Next 24 and 48. These are the these are the factors of 48. So next question. Find the first four multiples of 11. How we can do? Yes, 11 into 1, that equal 11. 11 into 2, 22. 11 into 3, 33. 11 into 4, 44. So these are the first four multiples of 11. So all of you understand about that one, the difference between factors and multiples. Factors you know, then this also you can. Clear? Yes. Next term. What is the difference between common factors and common multiples? Yes, so listen. So question. Write the common factors of 25 and 30. Write the common factors of 25 and 30. So first we want to write the factors of 25. Factors of 25. Say the answer. Factors of 25. 1, 5 and 25. Then factors of 30. Say 1. Next 2, 3, 4 is not there. Next 5, 6, then 10, 15 and 30. Understand? These are the factors of 25 and 30. So from you can select how many numbers are common in 25 and 30. Clear? So common factors equal. Say the answer. Common factors equal 1. Next 5. Then any number is there? No. So 1 and 5 are the common factors of 25 and 30. Yes. The common multiples of given numbers. Example. So multiples of, for common multiples, that is 4 and 8. 4 and 8. So you want to write the common multiples of 4 and 8. How we can do? Yes, first step is multiples of 4. Say the answer, multiples of 4. Yes, multiples of 4. That equal 4 ones are 4. 4 twos are 8. 4 threes are 12. 4 fours are 16. 4 fives are 20. 4 sixes are 24. Next 4 sevens are 28, etc. 32, 36. Next common multiples of multiples of 8. That equal, say 188. 2 into 8 equal 16. 3 into 8 equal 24. Then 4 into 8 equal 32, etc. Clear? Yes. So you want to select which numbers are common. That is here 4, no, 8. Next 16, here also 16. Next 24, here also 24. Then 32, here also 32. So how we can write the answer? Common multiples of 4 and 8 are, say the answer, multiples of 8, 16, 24, 32, etc. Understand? Factors, multiples, common factors, common multiples. Next section, which one? Yes, prime numbers and the composite numbers. So, what is the prime number? Prime number, must study the definition of each one. What is prime number and what is composite number? Composite number. Anybody can say the answer, what is prime and composite? Say, yes, prime number means a number having other than 1 whose only factors that number and 1. That is known as prime number. Once more, the numbers other than 1 whose only factors are 1 and the number itself are called prime numbers. Then what is composite number? A number having more than 2 factors are called composite number. A number having more than 2 factors is called composite number. All of you must study this definition. Then 1 is neither a prime nor a composite number. 1 is neither a prime nor a composite number. And you want to study the numbers from 1 to 100 prime and composite numbers. Then which is the greatest composite number from 1 to 10? From 1 to 10, which is the greatest composite number? Say the answer. So you know prime numbers are 2, 3, 5 and 7. So from that 7 is the greatest number. Then composite number means 4. This is 4 is the smallest composite number. Next 6, then 8 and 9. So 9 is the greatest prime number between 1 to 10. Once more, a number which has only 2 factors is called a prime number. A number which has more than 2 factors is called a composite number. 1 is neither a prime nor a composite number. Smallest prime number is 2. Dash is the smallest prime number, which is even 2. Then the smallest composite number is 4. The smallest even number is 2. Next, what is the sum of any 2 odd numbers? Even. And what is the sum of any 2 even numbers? That also even. Clear? Then must study that for page number 53, true or false question. Then some questions work out in the notebook that addition of 2 prime numbers. That is given a number, then you want to add 2 prime numbers. Understand? Then, so we can go to next topic, the divisibility rules. So, first one, 2. Divisibility by 2. How we can say the answer? Yes, last digits become the even numbers 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8, then we can say that that number is divisible by 2. Next, divisibility by 3. How we can say the answer? Example, 2781. How we can solve the answer? Yes, sum of the digits. So 2 plus 7 plus 8 plus 1. 2 plus 7, 9. 9 plus 8, 17. 17 plus 1 equal 18. 18 is the multiple of 3. So we can say that that given number is divisible by 3. Understand? Yes. Then next question. Check whether this number is divisible by 4. Say the divisibility by 4. Last digit is the multiple of 4 or last number is divisible by 4. Then we can say that that number is divisible by 4. So here 20. 20 is the multiple of 4 or 20 is divisible by 4. So we can say that 4220 is divisible by 4. Then say the divisibility by 5. Very simple. Yes, last digit become 5 or 0. Then we can say that that number is divisible by 5. Next, divisibility by 6. Say the answer. Example, divisibility by 6. First you want to check divisibility by 2 and 3. If a number is divisible by both 2 and 3, then we can say that the whole number is divisible by 6. Understand? So here last digit is 4. So we can say that the number is divisible by 2. Then how we can divisible by 3? We can say, so 3 plus 6 equal 9. 9 plus 2 equal 11. 11 plus 4 equal 15. 15 is the multiple of 3. 15 is the multiple of 3. So here this number is divisible by 2 and 3. So we can say that 3624 is divisible by 6 also. Understand? So next, which one? Divisibility by 8. How we can say the answer? Example, if in a given number, take the last 3 digits. Then these 3 digits is the divisible by 8. So we can check here. 816 is divisible by 8. Then 1, 0. Then 16. 2 8s are 16, 0. So here it is divisible by 8. So we can say that the whole number is divisible by 8. Understand? So next one, divisibility by 9. Yes, we can say divisibility by 9. Yes. How? Example, sum of the digits, that is 2 plus 7 plus 8 plus 1. Then sum of the digits is the multiple of 9. Then we can say that that number is divisible by 9. Then 2 plus 7, 9. 9 plus 8, 17 plus 1 equal 18. Then another number, 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 6, 12. 12 plus 1, 13. 13 is not multiple of 9 or 13 is not divisible by 9. So we can say that this number is not divisible by 9. This number is divisible by 9. Divisibility by 10. Say, yes, last digit is 0. Then we can say that the whole number is divisible by 10. Say the example. Yes, 1000, 10,000, then 210, etc. are these numbers are divisible by 10. Then divisibility by 11. So how we can say that, which rule we use in divisibility by 11? Say, yes. So we want to find the difference between sum of the digits at odd places and sum of the digits at even places. Then the difference is 0 or 11 or multiples of 11. Then we can say that the whole number is divisible by 11. We can do one question? Yes. So one question that equal. Yes. So first step say, yes, first one, then sum of the digits at odd places and then odd, even, odd, even. Then sum of the digits at odd places. Odd places. Then say the answer 1 plus 3 that equal 4. Then sum of the digits at even places. Say the answer 3 plus 1. That also 4. So sum of the digits at odd places and sum of the digits at even places equal 4. Then the difference. Difference equal 4 minus 4. That equal 0. So say the rule once more. Find the difference between the sum of the digits at odd places, sum of the digits at even places. Then the difference is either 0 or divisible by 11. That is multiples of 11. Then we can say that the whole number is divisible by 11. Understand? Co-prime numbers are two numbers having only one as a common factor. Then that numbers are called co-prime numbers. Once more, two numbers having only one as a common factor. Example, then 15 and 37. 37. Say the factors of 15. Say, they say the answer. Factors of 15. Say, yes. Factors of 15 equal 1, 3, 5 and 15. Understand? Next, factors of 37. Say 1 and 37. 37 is a prime number. Then here 1 is common. So these two numbers having only one as a common factor. Then we can say that 15 and 37 are co-prime numbers. Understand? These are co-prime numbers. So two numbers having only one as a common factor, then we can say that numbers are co-prime numbers. Understand? Then some more divisibility rules also studied. So that if a number is divisible another number, then that number is divisible by each of the factors also. Then say the second rule, if a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, then it is divisible by their product also. Next, third one, if two given numbers are divisible by a number, then their sum of the number is also divisible by given number. Next, last one, if two given numbers are divisible by a number, then their difference also divisible by number. Don't want to by heart this one. You study important one, that is from 2 to 11. Understand? These are very important divisibility rules. So you know the prime numbers. Using prime numbers we can factorize the numbers, that is known as prime factorization. Clear? So one number is 1600. Then we want to use prime factorization. So first we can take 2, then 800, then 2, that is 400. Again 2, 200. Next 200. Next 2, then 50. Next 2, 25. Then 5 by 5. Again 5, 1. Understand? Prime factorization? Yes. Then one small number we can take 24. How we can divide? 2, 12. Then 2, 6, 2, 3, 3, 1. Clear? This is the prime factorization. You want to take only prime numbers. Using that prime numbers, you can factorize this method. So this is known as prime factorization. Understand? So you are studying this prime factorization. Then next, which topic? Yes. So prime factorization, some questions we work out in the notebook, that also you want to study. Clear? Then HCF of, listen. Next one, HCF. So one question. Find the HCF of 12 and 12, 36 and 40. 12, 36, 40. So first one, say the first step, which is a common factor from these three numbers. Understand? 2. 12 by 2 equals 6. 36 by 2 equal 18. And 40 by 2 equal 20. Clear? 6 2s are 12. 18 into 2, 36. 20 into 2, 40. Next, which is a common factor? 2. That equals 6 by 2 equal 3. 18 by 2 equal 9. Then 20 by 2 equal 10. If any common factors are there? No. So HCF equal 2 into 2 equal 4. So 4 is the HCF of 12, 36, 40. Understand? Yes. So one more question we can do in LCM. LCM, that is 12, 18 and 21. Which is a common factor? Yes. Then 3. 12 by 3 equal 4. 18 by 3 equal 6. Then 21 by 3 equal 7. Next, from these two numbers you want to take the common factor 2. 4 by 2, 2. 6 by 2, 3 and 7. Then any common factors? No. So we can take by 7. Then 2, 3, 1. Then 2, 1. Then 3, 1. Next we can take 3, 1, 1. So last here 1, 1, 1. Then you want to multiply these numbers and you will get the LCM of this number. You can solve this question. Yes. So 2 into 3, 6. Then 6 into 2, 12. 12 into 3, 36. Then 36 into 7. You can solve this question. So 252 is the LCM of given numbers. We must study for exam. That is this paper. Yes. Then next we can go to last day's topic, integers. You know about that one. Integers is the collection of positive numbers, negative numbers with the 0. Understand? Then representation of number line. Also you know that is representation of number line, that is 0, positive numbers on the right side. Then here left side negative numbers. Clear? Yes. Then from that some questions also we can work out. Page number 121. Page number 121. Next question, question number 6. In each of the following pairs, which number is to the right of the other on the number line? So given pairs, some pairs are there. You want to write which numbers is the right side on the number lines. Question number A. 2, 9. 2, 9. Right side. So 2 here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. 9 there. So right side 9. Clear? Yes. Question number B. Minus 3, minus 8. So minus 3 here. Then minus 8 here. So which number is right side? Yes. Minus 8 and minus 3. Right side minus 3. Understand? Yes. Next question. 0, minus 1. 0, minus 1. Right side which number? Right side 0, minus 1. So minus 1 here. Right side number 0. Understand? Yes. Next one. Minus 11 and 10. Minus 11, 10. In a number line, which number is the right side? Positive numbers are right side. So 10 is right side. Next, minus 6 and plus 6. Minus 6, 6. Which number is right side? Yes. 6 is right side. Understand? Yes. Then, next question. Write all the integers between the given pairs. Write them in the increasing order. What is increasing order? Yes, ascending order or increasing order means smallest number from greatest. Clear? So, 0 and minus 7. 0 and minus 7. You want to write the increasing order. from 0 to minus 7. Say the answer, increasing order. Yes. So you know minus 1 is the greatest negative integer. So from here, increasing, smallest number minus 6, next minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 4, sorry, minus 3, minus 2 and minus 1. Then between the given pairs, understand? Between the given, therefore between from 0 to minus 7. So this is the increasing order. From minus 4 and 4 between the given, minus 4 and 4 in increasing order. So which is smallest number? Yes. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 1, 2, 3. Then 4 here. Understand? Yes. Next question. Minus 8 and minus 15. Minus 8 and minus 15. So between, then minus 8 and minus 15 you want to write in ascending order or increasing order. Say the answer. Yes. Minus 14, that is the smallest one. Minus 13, minus 12, minus 11, minus 10, minus 9. Understand? Yes. Next one more question. Minus 30 and minus 23 and minus 23. Say the answer. That is first from smallest number. Minus 30 is smallest here. Therefore between minus 29, minus 28, minus 27, minus 26, minus 24 and minus 24. So these are the increasing order between the given numbers. Write 4 negative integers. Write 4 negative integers greater than minus 20. Greater than minus 20. So write 4 negative integers greater than minus 20. So you want to write greatest numbers. Then say the answer. Minus 20. Then minus 90. Minus 80. Minus 70 and minus 16 are greater than minus 20. Understand? Next question. Write 4 negative integers less than minus 10. Write 4 negative integers less than minus 10. Write 4 negative integers less than minus 10. Say the answer. Yes. Say minus. Less than means smallest. Say the answer. Minus 11. Minus 12. Minus 13 and minus 14 are less than minus 10. Understand? Question page number 121. Question number 9. Page number 121. Question number 9. For the following statements you want to say true or false. Question number 1. Minus 8 is to the right of minus 10 on the number line. That is, in a number line 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, etc. Question. Minus 8 is minus 8 here on the right of minus 10. So here minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8 is on the right of minus 10. Minus 10, minus 10. Question. Minus 8 is on the right of minus 10. That is here. Here. Suppose here. Yes, that is right of minus 8. Minus 8 is the right of minus 10. That is correct. Therefore answer true. Understand? Next question. Minus 100 is to the right of minus 50. Minus 100 is to the right of. In the question, minus 100 is right of minus 15. No. Minus 100 is to the left side. Clear? So this statement is false. Next question. Smallest negative integer is minus 1. No. We know that greatest negative integer is minus 1. That is, this statement is false. Understand? Next. Minus 26 is greater than minus 25. Minus 26 is greater than minus 25. Last day we studied about the comparing numbers, isn't it? So minus 25 is greater. So simple this one. So this answer is false. Minus 20 is smaller than minus 25. Understand? So last section, page number 122. Page number 122. Draw the number line and answer the following question. So we draw here question number A. Which number will we reach if we move? Which number will we reach if we move 4 numbers to the right of minus 2? From minus 2 we want to try take 4 numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So where? So answer plus 2. Which number will we reach if we move 4 numbers right of minus 2? So from minus 2 4 numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. So answer plus 2. Understand? Yes. Next question. Which number will we reach if we move 5 numbers to the left of 1? 5 numbers to the left of 1. So 1 here, left side here, 5 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So where? Minus 4. Understand? Minus 4. Next question. If we are at minus 8. If we are at minus 8 on the number line. Where minus 8? Here. This is minus 8 here. Then, in which direction should we move to reach minus 13? Minus 13 where? Here. This position. Here minus 11, minus 12. That is minus 8. Then minus 9. Minus 10, minus 11, minus 12 and minus 13. So here, understand? So which, so direction, left or right? To the left. Understand? Last question. If we are at minus 6 on the number line. So if we are at, so minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. On minus 6, which direction we move to reach minus 1? So, minus 6 to minus 1. Which direction? To the right. Understand? This direction. So, to the right. So, all of you, once more I remember about that chapter 3, all of you must prepare for exam and study this chapter integers. Clear? Thank you. Have a great day.